Restaurants are places we go all the time. Do we really think of them as being sources of water waste? We should. Here are some videos to help you understand the water waste in eating establishments. This is a bar sink where glassware is washed. During this video, 2 glasses will be washed and set aside to dry. We calculate that in this 21-second clip, over a half gallon of water is wasted. And that's only on 2 glasses. An average restaurant goes through hundreds of glasses in one night. This adds up to tremendous amounts of water just pouring down the drain. And this is just from glasses at the bar. Dishwashers also run all night, keeping up with the demand of the restaurant. Plates and bowls are rinsed heavily, then put into the washer. The high-pressure rinse alone wastes gallons and gallons a night. How can restaurants work on conserving this water that is practically untouched? Our initial prototype began with the idea of having a holding tank that would take all of the gray water that restaurants produce, and instead of going into the drain, it could be repurposed. Gray water being defined as the relatively clean wastewater from baths, sinks, washing machines, and other kitchen appliances. Most sinks in restaurants have the one spout with 1 or 2 holding bins where food is thawed, dishes are cleaned, etc., as shown here. Our prototype took the one faucet design and added another that can reuse the gray water instead of letting all the gray water go to waste. As you can see, the yellow faucet on the right is the spout for the gray water, and the black faucet on the left is the spout to be used when the water must be completely pure. The gray water faucet will have a small carbon filter which can remove sediment, volatile organic compounds, taste, and odor from the water. The filter will be in the drain so that the water can be treated before entering the holding tank. From within the holding tank, where all the filtered water is stored and waits for reuse, there are several other pipes that lead to appliances around the building where the gray water can be redirected for many different uses other than cooking, such as thawing packaged meat in the kitchen, to the bar for washing glassware, to the bathroom for flushing toilets, or even to water the lawn. The simple act of reusing gray water can save a single restaurant hundreds to thousands of gallons of water a day, depending on the size of the tank being used. This lovely man standing next to this 2,500-gallon tank, which represents the amount of water one single restaurant could save using gray water in less than 1 week.
Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Remember to do these 3 things. Reduce, reuse, and recycle.
I'm sure some of you are worried about the cleanliness of the water that's being reused. This is a carbon filter. Carbon filters use filtration absorption in order to pull contaminants out of the water. This filter will remove any sediment in the water as well as organic compounds, taste, and odor. This filter will clean the water to a level exceeding the levels of the Safe Water Drinking Act. There should be no question whether or not this water is clean.
So these carbon block filters sound pretty amazing, but how do they work? And how can they take chemicals out but leave minerals in?
It has to do with the activated carbon and how it's packed. Activated carbon is packed like a sponge. It has lots of burrows and holes for chemicals to sit in. Think of it like a local shopping centre. There are lots of parking spots and all different sizes of cars. The little hatchbacks are the smaller chemicals. This is chlorine. And the semi-trailer, think of them as the lead and trihalomethanes.
Okay, that makes sense. So as the water comes through the filters, or the cars come into the car park, they find a place to park.
The filter will be inserted into the pipe that leads to the holding tank. The water coming from the sink will be filtered, enter the holding tank, and then be repurposed into other parts of the restaurant as shown. All of the water being used in this clip could be going to the holding tank. Maybe later on the water will be used to thaw out meat or water the flowers. Our design allows for effective repurposing of water.
Reduce, reuse, and and recycle. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Remember to do these three things. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce water, paper, electricity. Reuse clothes, containers, and bags. Recycle cardboard, cans, and plastic bottles. Remember to do these things. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Remember to do these three things. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce water, paper, electricity. Reuse clothes, containers, and bags. Recycle cardboard, cans, and plastic bottles. Remember to do these things. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Remember to do these three things. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Help the earth stay blue and green. Keep our air and water clean. Help the earth stay blue and green. Keep our air and water clean. Help the earth stay blue and green. Keep our air and water clean. Help the earth stay blue and green. Keep our air